Oh, hey there. So we're back at the Burleson house. Billy and Sharon Feaster's guys at Be Fast Drywall got all of our sheetrock up and tape bedded everything and then textured it while we were doing adding the second floor to the other house in Mansfield. So I just want to show you something because I think it's interesting. So once they blow all their texture, then we come in, we put in all the doors, okay? Now, in this particular house, I want to tell you a few reasons why we're doing this stuff, okay? We're gonna have stained concrete floors. So we already have house wrap on the floor, and we went ahead and put in the doors. We're gonna put in all the baseboards. We're gonna caulk them all. We're gonna paint everything. Then we'll come back and we'll tape off and we'll just paint the walls gray. And then we will take off all the house wrap on the floors, and then we'll be able to stain the concrete floors. So that's why we're doing that in this order. There's a reason for all of it. Okay, so we hang the doors, and that's amazing. We make sure that they shut right, because that's important, right? So let's just make sure they do. Let's see. Actually, that needs a little bit of love, but we're not gonna deal with that right now. So I want to show you how to trim it, okay? So what we do is we measure now. I usually measure like this, okay? From the floor to the mark I need to have. I want to be halfway across that, so 81 1/4 to the short side. I almost never, and there's a reason why, I almost never measure like this, and it's because, do you know why, Drew?
Because that'd be wrong.
And also because I just never measure up. That's sad. Okay, so now, once we get that in place, right, then we cut it, and we've got one for each side. We'll get this duck out of the way down here, and then we want to put it in place, okay? So we want that to land right there at that intersection. Sadly, I'm almost out of bullets, but I am out of bullets, but that sucks. Then we measure from this point to this point, long to long, and that's 27/8, and we've cut that. I apologize that I'm out of bullets, unpreparedness on my part, which we already have cut, and then that should fit right in there, which it does. And we cut these at a 45-degree angle because this is a 90, and in half is 45, and then they meet up just like they should. So I hope you learned something. Now I'm thinking about discovering a tree that has not been discovered yet. And I want to call it, come closer. I want to call it, get close for this, yeah. This is called a poetry. And I think they would have lots of words, maybe they would rhyme. And speaking of poetry, I wrote you a very short poem. It's called The End.